It's not easy.
Yeah, yeah,
Hey guys,
Gail's like, I'm in love with
Hey,
you. And
oh.
I'm like, I think I've talked to you twice.
people,
I tracked.
humans.
People.
It's
Humans.
8:30. Well, it's 7:30 where at
Texas
loose
time.
screws time. Yeah. What did you call it?
Texas
that mean?
time.
X's
We
time.
got a special guest tonight,
Texas.
so it's Texas time.
Oh, Texas. Oh, sorry. I was losing the T on that. Whew.
Jesus, learn your states.
I know about Texas. I just didn't.
About
Anyway,
where it is.
I know.
Hey guys, can I get a quick sound check? Do I sound like a human being or a weird broken robot?
You
Yeah,
sound like a human being.
Halfway.
I'm
Alright,
not
cool, I'll take
surprised to see the phone icon there, but it's fine. I can hear your voice.
I'm-
Yes, absolutely.
I'm just inviting everybody. People just got to decide not to, decide how much they want to
Oh
talk.
God, pure chaos. All right.
Yeah.
On that note, I think the show's about to begin. It is what is today? It's the-
3308.
Hey guys, today's my daughter's birthday. She's 8 today, and the podcast is 4. What do you think of that?
Well, happy birthday.
Yeah,
Happy
Correlation
birthday.
there?
you're damn right.
You've been
Plan that?
you've been podcasting
Oh
at
shoot,
least
that's
half
not
your
the.
life.
I played the wrong sound. Hold on, wait. Everybody, shut up. I've been podcasting for how long?
At least half of her life.
I've been podcasting for like 10 years. My other show is turning 10 this year, later in a few weeks, actually. So,
Daughter
Well, I
was
did say-
conceived on a podcast.
I did say at least.
okay.
how
Anyway,
long
the
ago
point is, it's the Loose Screws podcast, and this is a part. Oh my God! Why
That
will
is
it
not the
s-
right sound.
It just keeps playing that sound. Listen, I'm doing things a little differently, and it's totally not working.
Yeah.
Here we go. No, it's loud. Here, I could fade it down, and we could talk for a second. We could be like, "Oh wow, it's the Loose Screws podcast. Buckle up,
Baldur's
nerds. Here we
Gate.
go."
Okay,
Podcast
so-
is for 10 years. That is really
Baldur's
loud.
Gate.
Wow.
It's extra messy and totally in character.
Everybody getting to see how the sausage is made tonight.
Yeah, this is not the usual sausage. This is extra messy and slimy sausage.
Okay, that's
It's
too
just
long for the full title, but
Mm.
this is not your regular sausage.
This is exactly the kind of magic
This is-
Gil was talking about.
Yeah. This is not your regular sausage. That is
That kind of sausage. That's what he meant.
Oh man.
Yeah. This is the digital equivalent of when you reach the age when you have to start like pulling over down your glasses to look at your phone because you can't see it. We're just, what button do I press?
pulling down your glasses to look at your phone. No, I can't see my phone without my glasses.
Oh, there you go.
Ding, ding,
I'm not
ding,
there
ding.
yet. I don't know the moves.
Well, this is we're gonna do something. I don't know what it's gonna be, but we invited everybody. We're in the stage channel. We're live in the stage channel, so pretty much anybody can join. And Chig has just he's completely off his chain, and he's just inviting anyone up. If you unmute yourself, you'll be live. There's literally almost nothing I can do to stop this from being complete chaos.
When was the last time I was on a chain?
I
just
But what happens with you and your wife at home is between you and your wife.
Yeah.
I would look at this moment that my daughter is in the channel also right now.
Mhm.
So it's the wrong podcast to answer that question.
Yeah, I mean,
too.
you did that, bud.
There is no
Well,
right
that's
podcast.
how she was made. But let's wait. But
Oh,
You
no.
act like she's
Wow.
never been here before, like she's not used to this.
I know.
So it's the 4-year anniversary party of Loose Screws. I want to say upfront and early that I am completely stressed out about the stuff that's going on in my real life, and I have been getting very little sleep, and I barely am following what's going on in the game. And I'm going to be happy to take a little bit of a backseat here and just play the sound effects, or at least attempt to play the sound effects. But I am, tomorrow is my first day teaching a course at the university that I've been asked to teach. I have not been in a classroom in 20 years, and I'm really freaked out about it. I have been trying to prepare, but it's like,
Well,
anyway,
if you're teaching, step one is you go to the front of the class. Don't sit down with the students.
oh God,
Just
where's
trying
my
to help.
notebook? I got to write this down.
Yes.
I'm very familiar with the subject. You know, I'm teaching audio stuff. Like I'm gonna be fine on the subject matter. It's all of the other stuff. How to do a teach.
Everything else.
I have no idea. And my wife was a teacher for 15 years, and she's changed careers now, but she thinks it's hilarious watching me flail about because that's the stuff that's innate and effortless for her. So she's like, "What's the big deal?"
You're going to take the
Does that
role
mean-
manually and mispronounce all their names.
Maybe we can call him teacher now instead of mommy. It's only slightly less demeaning to all of us.
There's already a teacher tracks though.
Damn, no, she changed careers.
But she'll forever be teacher tracks.
All right,
It's
fair
not
enough.
like
Mommy
being a
it is.
Marine. It's
I don't know. PTSD.
Yeah, there's
both
no
ways.
not once a
tattoo.
teacher, always a teacher.
I was about to say, but the only difference between most teachers and most Marines is the tattoo, and even there's some
Yeah.
crossover.
Okay.
Teachers run into each other. Oh, yo, what school? What school were you at?
Yeah.
Are you guys saying you want to see what the teacher tattoo looks like?
Yeah.
I just want to know where it is.
Yeah,
Yeah, inquiring minds want to know.
Put that up in Chick Chat.
Roger. Okay, I am going to do. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna let you guys take it all around the horn with whatever it is that's been going on or whatever you want to talk about. But first, I want to say that I am in open, and I am at my carrier, Hans Intuition, and I'm just going to fly
Get
my
anarchy.
Sidewinder, and you can come here and try to blow me up. Do you want me to go to a specific spot? No, I'm saying find my
No.
carrier. I'm giving you guys a head start right here at the start of the show. If you're
I'm
in
already
game
on my
right
way.
now, I'm launching right now. Come to wherever Hans Intuition is, which I can't remember because I haven't been in this game in like 2 or 3 weeks, and shoot down my Sidewinder. Cause my Sidewinder to cease to exist over and over again.
I will read the name.
Oh my
Linsis
God.
Sector YFOB62.
You know, guys,
Why
it's a squadron
wouldn't you pick
bookmark.
a
I didn't make
name?
this hard.
Jesus. You could
I
have been
think-
at like Ross 310.
I
But no,
think
you're
you
at
do- hold on, I'm
frickin'
checking-
Linsix sector.
You have to fly through Thargoid space to get to it, I think. Actually, wait, why is this all gray? Have we just deleted Thargoid space?
Yeah, we
Probably.
haven't had a war in like a month.
Yeah, but I thought these were still controlled systems.
Nope.
I don't see anything controlled by any Thargoids. Is my game bugged? What's happened in this game since I logged in?
We won.
Oh, it's over.
We did it.
Okay,
It's
anyway.
over.
On to somebody take it away.
Okay, let's go around the table though. We got 2 special guests I want to introduce. First off, one, we're going to start with the guy who started the show. Let's make Ty say hi and tell us what he's been doing in the 7 years since he hasn't been on the podcast.
It's only been like 2. It's only been like 2, right?
He's not been on.
Not
he's
even
been
that long.
absent for longer than the podcast has existed. Somehow.
I know, it's insane. I
time
can tell you
travel.
the last time you were on. I got all kinds of stats.
Yeah, Chig has stats for today. No, what you been up
guess
to, man?
what?
What you been up to?
Wait, let me interrupt
Okay.
for another thing too. Congratulate Ty. This is his 100th episode of the
Ooh,
Loose Screws podcast.
hey, how'd you nail? Wow. So that's
Man,
why
we're
he
just
left
hitting all
when he
kind of
did,
mile markers.
so he could nail this date perfectly.
I know.
Kept that in his pocket, dipped out at 99.
Man, look at that's some planning right there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm playing the long game. What can I say?
Or so.
Sometimes I don't even know what's going on. I'm playing such a long game. So
Perfect. Well, what have you been up to? Do you want to know the last time you were on the show?
the last time I was on the show, I think I had a 30-minute diatribe about how I thought Blizzard was doing a 180, and boy, I was fucking wrong.
180 in ownership. Maybe.
Yeah, it makes me sad too, man. I get it.
I have it in good authority that not only is that company, I mean, I don't want to get a whole thing here, but just real quick, they put their what is arguably one of the worst games, one of the worst things they've ever done, into a place where people can review it thousands of times a minute by script, and they're trying to figure out. I don't know why they don't like this game. So whatever. Anyway, not like anyway. So
what you been doing for fun?
Baldur's Gate?
I knew it.
No, not like in all seriousness. Like I got really into WoW there for a while, and then I mean I still like what they've done with Warcraft, but everything else they touch is complete trash. And then I'm kind of in a lull on Warcraft, which is really good because right as that lull hit, Baldur's Gate 3 launched. And guys, I don't know if you guys are realizing what's happening with this, but we are in a genre generational defining moment of video game right now. Like that game is not such that it's such a good game. Like it is. I can't believe how pissed off the industry is at Larian because they made this game.
I know,
For
right?
moving the bar.
It's not even about moving the bar. Like this is basically kicking it off and like we're gonna make a whole new fucking stand for the bar. It's I mean I got one character that just started chapter or act 3. I got one character in act 2 and I have the other 2 in act 1. And I've yet to had something work out the exact same way twice. I have not had nothing work out the exact same way twice. And I'm about to that one in act 3 I'm probably happiest with, but I have now murdered one of my party members. I've had 2 of them leave because I murdered that one party member and accidentally murdered an entire village. So we're probably not feeling good about this ending at this point. So we're probably going to try something different. So
That's gotta be a
I
big
get you.
accident.
So basically, you pick a dialogue choice, and because I mean I'm not trying to give away spoilers here, but because I do one thing before I do something else, it causes a domino effect where this person, my party member, died, and because the other 2 party members were close to this one party member that died, they were mad at me. They blamed me for it, and I failed the persuasion check, and they left. And I ended up failing all of them. Well, because one of them left, there was a quest line that was tied to saving a village, and now that entire village is now murdered, all because of one decision I ultimately made and failed a persuasion roll. So, love it, love that game, love
But
it. Just
a
love
lot
it.
of ways, Baldur's Gate for me reminds me of Elite because when I first started playing Elite, until this day, I still can't believe that we've got an entire galaxy we can play in. Just the scope of the game is mind-boggling to me. I can't believe this game exists. Baldur's Gate is that way right now. I cannot believe that game exists with everything you can do in it. It is mind-boggling and insane. So
I am blown away every time I play it.
Yep.
Which is every day.
Kind of the thing for me about with Baldur's Gate 3 that like I'm an old school and I play and I actually dug out my Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 instruction manuals because I had to find them. And then I had in the course of doing this I came across my Icewind Dale 1 and 2 CDs and books. I came across my Polar Radiance box and it's just like, oh yeah, these were great games. I forgot about all these games. And it's a shame that when you look at how the game industry is right now, where it's like, here's a game, here's 20 of the things you got to purchase just to make this game fun, and you got to keep buying this other shit to make it fun, months and years, whatever, over time. And then Larian steps in and is like, hey, by the way, guys, it's 2001. Here's just a great fucking game. Go play it. Give us $60. Go play it. That's all we want from you. And you're going to have hours and hours of fun. I just looked at my time. I have 100.7 hours in Baldur's Gate 3. And they're going to, and I just want to do more. That's all I want
Do you
to do.
have a sense like it's going to be extendable? Like they could start releasing modules for it that you would get another, big chunk of content?
it could,
Or does
but
it
at
feel
this
more
point,
like
they
a
don't
closed
really
capsule?
need to.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, right now, I mean, by all accounts, there's something like 200 hours of gameplay if you just, go through the storyline, basically. So they don't really necessarily need to. Now, that being said, they have said that they don't plan to do any. They haven't planned to do any expansions, but you have to assume they're going to do an
Right.
expansion.
Well,
It sounds like
expansion.
a fair bit of the triumph is just how good the game is, how well made it is. It
Yeah.
seems like now that they've got that up and running, everything else is content.
Well, they
At least
talk about the
for a
reason they
while.
can't do an expansion on this game as just level cap for D&D characters. You become almost godlike
Oh,
when you reach
sure,
a certain
sure,
level, and
sure.
how they would make that a
Level 20
playable
problem.
game. Yeah.
Yeah, because after 12th level, you would get access to 7th level spells, and like that's just a whole new world of like plane hopping,
Sure.
altering reality kind of.
Yeah, you have characters of that level could just go in and just destroy Baldur's Gate itself. Shit like that. It's a different thing.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to remember because Baldur's Gate 2 had an expansion. They went from, I think it was called Shadows of Bomb to Throne of Ball. And I'm trying to remember what the level cap on those. And I want to say it was like, I know it was, second edition, so it didn't really, the rule sets are different, but I think it went from like 8 to 12 or like, I want to say it ended at 8, and then the new level cap on the expansion was like 12 or something.
Yeah, but what rule set was the original Baldur's Gate based off of?
I want to say it was the second edition D&D. I think it was.
It was 3rd edition.
Was it 3rd edition?
I'm pretty sure.
I was thinking Neverwinter Nights was 3rd edition, and the other two were second because I thought Thaco was still in.
You may be right. Actually, you may be right. Actually, it may have been after that they switched to having it be 3rd edition.
Yeah, I'm not real sure, but
I think you are right.
So that plays a factor in it because the games are, and you don't have like Adaxius has never played Dungeons and Dragons, and he loves this game and it's amazing. So you don't need to be a guy discussing second edition versus 3rd edition, and none of that matters.
It is not even my genre. Turn-based stuff doesn't interest me at all, and I've got 40 hours in already.
So I don't really know you, Adaxius, but like you're in a situation like you
I don't
play
need him
D&D.
either.
Nope. So it's like,
who the fuck's this guy?
Yep.
So you don't like turn-based, you don't like, or you haven't played D&D. So like, what? I'm real curious how like people who've never done this, what they think of it.
What hit me was the attention to detail with the story, because I felt like half the time I feel like I'm watching a movie. So you can just tell, like, before any of the gameplay was set, they had a writer's room full of hyper talented people, and they charted this whole thing out, and the whole thing had a vision from the get-go, and it is that engaging and entertaining no matter what scenario you're in. So like, you can tell they built it episodically, like each thing is its own little self-contained adventure, and I'm like, they got the best writers they could to sit down way in advance of the game even getting designed. They pieced that all together, and like the gameplay is almost just the venue to get you to the next story point. I like the gameplay is fun enough, right? Or else I wouldn't have done it. But it's like it is as engaging as like a series that hooks you, like something like Game of Thrones or like The Expanse, where just story beat after the next is they just deliver, everything is consistent. They put that in a game. So I've never seen anything like that, and that's good enough that even though it's not even my genre, I'm hooked. So I'm so glad I spent the money on it.
Yeah, my nephew who is completely anti RPG and everything, he asked me if I'd get it for him, and I was like, "Ask your mama. Make sure she knows what the rating is." And she said, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Okay, it's on you at this point, Chica."
Indeed.
All right. So anyway,
all right.
So let me ask you guys about this, because I still follow the news streams about Elite. What is up with them deleting the freaking tickets that they ticketed?
There were three cases in 3 support tickets that had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of supporting comments, and they were all things that have been kind of diffuse and tricky to repeat, or just things they haven't been able to get their hands around, or the guy who knew how to fix it doesn't work there anymore. So they've said they're
problems that they can't fix,
or it just can't be fixed. Yeah. So they have said, we're retiring these 3 tickets. If you have these problems, feel free to submit them again. That really is all there was to it.
Yeah, see, that really pissed me off because like the big one for me is the anti-aliasing. Like anti-aliasing does not work for me, or if it does, it looks like shit. One or the other.
It's applied at a weird time in the draw call in this engine. It's an engine limitation. I don't know if there's a good way for them to fix it. It's probably like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, like the way I read that was that we can't fix it and we give up, and it really left me really salty about it even more. So.
Well, for what it's worth, I'm relatively at peace with it, and one of those threads was the one I created. So, I mean, sincerely, I don't really bemoan
Very
them. Like,
personal.
if I would have preferred, if I had the option to wait 1 or 2 more years and get a sequel instead of what Odyssey was, I think I might have preferred that. But that's not what
It's
happened.
like my
And
words are coming out of Trax's mouth.
yeah, it's like that didn't happen. So we're still on this game engine, and it's going to go until they eventually retire it. And then who knows what's going to happen in 5 years from now. So it's just whatever. Nevertheless, I'm still having fun, and I'm still playing with a fun community. So, by the way, since I'm speaking, Volt was the first one to make it here to my carrier, and he has been lighting the place up with those Christmas flak launchers that do
Nice.
0 damage. And my fleet carrier keeps shooting the ordnance out of the sky, which is hilarious. And the only time anybody takes any damage, well, I shot him a little bit, but I stopped that. And the only time anybody takes any damage is when the fleet carrier lasers accidentally contact us. And Audaxius is here now too, except he just went ahead and crashed. Anyway, carry on.
Hey, Jesus, man.
It's on camera, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
It's all right. I swear I know what I'm doing.
Carry on.
Yep. Chig, what about you?
What about me?
What about you?
Well,
about
I
you?
want to do this. Last night, no, 2 nights ago, sitting there, and my kid is the one who mentioned to me that the 4-year anniversary is coming up. And I go, wait a minute, are you sure? So went and checked the release date and stuff. I'm like, So I messaged the guys like right away, hey, guess what? Monday would be like a good time to do a 4-year anniversary show. So
That's right.
because of that, I'm requiring her to come on the show and say hi to everybody because I've talked about her enough over the years of doing this show that I think putting a voice to my kid is a good thing. And she did another painting she threw in general chat, which is kind of funny to check out. So if you want to see a ridiculous painting, I think we called it the gang. So it was most of the longtime people on the I don't know. Explain your painting and introduce yourself, child.
Hi. Bro, I was not prepared for this, Dad. What are you doing?
You just call your dad bro.
Yes.
Nice.
The heck, bro?
You should call him
I-
Sir.
I will say that I am probably one of the most active people in the Discord, even though none of y'all know it. I read every single message, so I'm the coolest. And I'm the only one that remembered the anniversary. So but yeah, I made a painting because I got bored and got a funny idea. And Dad gave me a list of people. So that's what that happened.
No, you gave me the list of people
I
that you
know
wanted
you-
for painting.
You gave me the list of people.
Well, I
And
just
then-
want to say thanks for putting me in a crate Mark II because
That is a phantom, you idiot.
no, if it's me flying it, it's a crate Mark II.
You can tell by the back of it, it's a phantom.
No, I don't care. Still calling it a crate Mark II.
You reject my reality and replace it with your own. Thanks.
Absolutely.
I have not been playing Baldur's Gate, so I have nothing to say about that game. I play D&D in real life like a cool person because I'm not alone. So
Wow.
Savage.
That hurts.
Jesus.
You will be.
Pack
One
it
day
in,
you
boys.
And do you realize you're talking to people that back when we played D&D, we were literally considered devil worshippers.
listen,
What makes you
That
think I'm
sounds like
not
a
still
personal
considered a
problem.
devil worshiper?
Back
What
when?
makes you think we're not still actually devil worshippers?
I mean, I
So,
kind
like-
of am.
Speak for yourself.
Man.
I mean, there was this whole thing in the late 70s, 80s that if you played D&D, that if you played D&D, then you were basically a devil worshiper. You were a
Dude, we've
heretic.
all seen Stranger
Yeah.
Things season 4. Come on.
Oh, they made a movie about it with Tom Hanks.
That's right.
Yeah, they did.
Is Tom Hanks
Yeah.
the devil?
No, Tom Hanks.
So
Yeah.
he's the
the-
poor misled college kid, right?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
really he was really miscast.
No, he's
Wait,
kind of
what
a
movie is
the devil?
slow-witted character who appears everywhere.
What movie is this?
Oh man, what's it called? It's called
Now I'm looking up
Everybody's
Tom
gonna
Hanks
look for-
movies.
Googling
Tom
intensifies.
Hanks D&D movie.
Tom Hanks, D and D. And for the record, Mazes and Monsters.
There you go.
Yep, there you go.
Oh,
This-
I remember this now.
It
I
is
remember
not
the
a good
one-
movie.
I remember the one clip. No, it's not, because I am the maze controller.
Oh no.
I control this game.
It's got a 4.2 out of 10 on IMDb. That's got to be
That's
a good
generous.
movie.
I am
That's
the
way
maze
too
guy.
high.
That was a strange time to be alive.
Wow. Its
Wow.
popularity is on the rise at the moment, though. I wonder why.
I'm not
It's
surprised. Yeah,
on.
right.
It's because 19
Yeah.
people just Googled it right now.
Yeah, exactly.
That actually is enough to change the numbers on a movie this bad.
So have you got? Has everybody seen the D&D movie Honor Among Thieves?
I've
Yeah,
not
I haven't
actually.
yet.
I
I
probably
have
should.
not.
Good.
Really good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I enjoyed it.
It's
There's
okay.
a couple. Yeah, there are a couple parts I really liked. There are a couple parts I didn't, but overall I thought it was like a 7. So
I remember people got hung up on like Druid turned into an owlbear, and I was like, if my Druid asked, I'd let him.
yeah. I
So
wanna
you're
say,
saying you're a
like,
bad director too? I'm just kidding. I'm playing with you. I'm playing with you.
My
Don't-
druid turns into a man bear pig.
Please don't turn that around on me and embarrass me horribly.
Shots fired.
There'll be a time. I'll get you.
Not today. Wait for it.
All right, so I've gone,
Anyway.
Ty's gone. We let my kid talk.
Yep.
And
Who else is
that
here?
doesn't mean people have to stop talking, but move down the line. Who else? I think Hate's the other longest running member of this show.
Man,
Okay.
it has been a month. It's been like 5 weeks since I've been on the show, and I've just been through the ringer. I got my first stitches ever, and I've wrecked a car. Separate incidents, wrecked a car.
Jesus.
And other bad things. And but I got a credit card today. That was cool. Build my credit up and try and buy a house.
Hey,
Buy
there
a
you
house
go.
with a credit card? That's a good
Well,
idea.
no, I got to build my credit with the credit card.
You have to prove that you know what a payment is and that you can make them.
Yeah, I got to lie about that.
You have to prove you can go into debt before they'll let you go into more debt.
Astronomical debt. Buying a house right now is a terrible idea. Chig.
Yep, it is.
Salt
Bad,
is a
bad
way of
idea.
life.
Yeah. I've been working real hard on keeping my chin up. Yep.
Good job, buddy.
Great job.
Stay up there, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah, if anybody knows how to get rich fast, holler at your boy.
Yeah,
Hooks
on
forward
Yeah.
it to me.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
it's really not hard. You just have to have the right, we'll say, plumbing.
Ah, good point.
Oh.
Oh no.
I was going to say step one,
Uh,
start a podcast,
Feet pics
and
for sale.
hopefully
It's a couple intermediate
Step
steps
two.
and then profit.
And then
Give it
profit.
4 years
Take
and see how
for
you're
sale.
doing.
yes.
Subscribe to my OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
hate
What's your username is
Oh,
my
Hate
first
souls.
stitches.
Speaking of OnlyFans, let's move to Commander Data, who was on the show next to join the show. It was actually Trax joined the show first. Well, Ty, then Trax of the people that are here. Then it
Yep.
would be me. Then it was Hate. Well, Dubs isn't here. Dubs was on the show
I think
Like,
Nurgle and
way
Hate
back.
joined around the same time, didn't they?
No, Hate was on here.
Yeah,
Hate's
Hate was ahead of
first
me.
show was May 29th, 2020. Then we have Data join the show on 10/22 of 2020. So Data, give us some news.
The news is this new game I've been playing called Dark Souls.
At least you didn't say Baldur's Gate 3.
Is it 2011?
It's remastered. It's new again.
Yeah.
Yeah, up yours.
Yeah, fine. Is it
Smart ass.
2020?
New to me.
That's when he joined the show.
Yeah, that's what's been going on for me. I think I just got
Okay.
invaded by another player,
Oh man,
And-
those were the days. I used to do that.
and we had a respectful battle just now. He beat me.
I was not respectful.
Respectfully.
Yes.
Yeah, I was
we
not.
bow- He let me bow before he struck the killing blow. That's pretty
Cute.
cool.
Nope.
I
Nope.
actually
I would
dig
try
that.
to poison you. I would try to knock you off of the ledge. I would try to lure you into places where enemies could swarm you. I was a bastard.
So, is that just random chance when somebody uses that item to invade that you get invaded?
The
Is
way
that how that
invasion
mechanic
works, when you use a cracked red eye orb,
Yeah.
or the red eye orb to invade, it goes based on the area you're in. So you will invade somebody who is. You have to be human to be invaded. You can't have any.
Oh my god, I'm one of those.
Most of the time, I'm
Nice.
hollow, so that makes sense why I
Yeah,
haven't
you
been
can't
invaded
have any following. So if you're, but the thing is, in order to be able to summon help, you have to be human. So
Sorry, that just they played a sound effect in there. I
heard
was like,
that.
what was that? It's because I'm using the same I'm using the same OBS profile as when I stream. That's Colin Ford from Lave. I'm gonna go ahead and do invite to speak on Colin in case he wants to come in.
Go ahead.
Say thanks for the follow. I'm not actually on Twitch right now. Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead. That was hilarious.
Good evening, gentlemen. How are you all doing?
Oh, we're
Good.
having quite a time. How's it going over there?
Well, it's 2:00 in the morning here, but I thought I'd take just a little time to wish all you banjo playing people over the far side of the pond congrats for making it to 4 years.
Oh, that's so kind, man. Thanks. That's awesome. It's been a fun ride and a fun little I don't know, partnership with the silliness that we're always throwing back and forth. Is cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, Trax woke you up.
Always Track's fault.
Always Track's fault.
So yeah, you've only got 6 years to catch us up, so keep on going.
Yeah.
Well, how about this? You hop in CQC with me, and every time I kill you, we knock a year off of that.
Well, that's about 2 games then, isn't
We'll
it?
be there next week.
Ooh.
So out of practice, it's unbelievable.
Oh, it's fine. You've been playing this game so long, you forgot how to play it. That's awesome. But thanks for hopping in, man. That's awesome. Well, did you set an alarm and wake up, or did you just try to stay up until this time and to say hi?
I was going to record a message, but then I fell asleep, and I realised, well, I've woken up again now. I might as well just pop on and say hello.
Nice.
You can do it on the day.
Right. Well, I'm going to go and try and get some more sleep. But I'll catch up with the podcast.
Thanks.
Bye
Awesome.
tomorrow.
Thanks, Colin. You're
Thanks.
the best.
Yeah, great to talk to you, man.
Bye.
Bye now.
Wow, it's not often visited by this community royalty.
I know.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
And I go and insult his game playing ability. Jesus.
I just not. Who was that?
You don't even know.
Explain.
You children. So there's this podcast that existed about Elite Dangerous longer than Elite Dangerous existed.
Yep.
He's one of
Yep.
those chaps.
Oh, okay.
He's I haven't actually listened to Lave Radio in a while because I've been out of the whole Elite Dangerous loop, so to speak. But I know that I still subscribe and I still get it on my feed and everything, but it's one of those where I hit play for a few seconds and then I was like, nope, not ready to come back to this yet. So
Yeah, if you're
But
not,
still good.
yeah, it's still cool. There's a lot going on over in England too. About it's like meetups and convention season over there
Yeah.
for Elite. There's like a
Mhm.
ton of stuff going on right now. So
Yeah, but he, I can't remember exactly when he joined. I don't think he was one of the originals, but I might be wrong on that because I get confused as to who was the original. But he's been on that show for quite a while.
Well, their show's like 10 years old now or something. 9.
Oh,
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
it might
so it's-
be. Yeah, they might be coming up on 11 or 12 now. I honestly, like I said,
Yeah,
I've lost
forget.
count. So
Okay.
So
where were we?
Talk to Data. Let's
Yep.
bring in Nurgle. His first of this is his 98th appearance on this show. Did you know it was that many, Nurgle?
I
98
did not.
freaking episodes you've been on. The first was 1 week after Data on October 29th of 2020, I think. Hold on, let me find the right year. Yep, 2020. October 29th, 2020 was the first time you graced us with your glorious mustache.
Which was one of those, hey, Hate can't be here tonight. Can you come on and talk about the Squadron
That's
Report?
the way it goes.
God, I don't think I've played in more than a month either, but I've been sick as a dog, dealing with some health issues, and it's affected my balance. And I mean, anything where my body is physically in motion, I'm okay with, but like sitting down and seeing video scroll on a screen is really disorienting. That sensation most of us get when we're driving the SRV. Yeah, I get that with everything now.
Oof.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's not as bad as it was. It's getting better, but
When you get up out of a chair in real life, does real life crash to menu like the game does?
no,
Deeply tunnels, black tunnels.
If I turn my head real fast, the world spins like I just.
You get a
hit
black screen. Yeah, you get a black screen.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's been really fun.
You get a little message that says Orange Sidewinder, and there you go.
It's really hard to mock your age when you're having actual problems. Stop that.
Yeah. It's never stopped you before.
He just said it's harder. He didn't say he couldn't do it.
Oh, that's a good point. He'll power through it. So like I said, I have not played anything. I have not downloaded Baldur's Gate. I have not played Elite. I don't even think I've watched more than a couple seconds of a YouTube video in weeks.
I've even kept up with Galnet News Digest.
Oh, I have actually kept up with that, but that's about the extent of it. Yeah. And the only other thing that's going on with me is I just spent an absurd amount of money on a new bow.
You're getting ready for the Burr Pits meetup. Nice.
Yeah, that's yeah, because after spending an absurd amount of money on a bow, I'm just going to package it and me onto a plane and fly to England.
They love when you bring a bow on a plane.
Don't they, though? Yeah, they just love that. I wonder if they'll let me put that in a carry-on.
Maybe.
Doubles as a game. Just take the string.
Actually,
the bow, but not the arrows.
Yeah, about to say they'd probably let me carry the bow, just not the arrows. So yeah, not much going on in my neck of the woods.
Interesting. All right. I suppose I got to figure out who is next, huh?
You're the one with the spreadsheets.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Teflon. You were on the first of your. How many episodes have you been on? Good God, you're not going to believe this either. You've been on 65 episodes as of tonight.
I still don't even know how I got here.
July 14th, 2021 was the first time you graced us with your amazing grumpy tones.
Well, I mean, did maybe sound more grateful.
No.
When has that ever worked?
So, I've been playing also. And things have
Sorry,
been very
everyone's
busy.
laughing. What have you been playing? Baldur's Gate, right?
Baldur's Gate.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I just unloaded 7-pack hounds on a eagle flown by Adaxius.
Oh, are you here now too?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why
speaking
Adaxius isn't here anymore.
Oh, that's why I'm not here.
Speaking of Adaxius,
Get back, guys.
I do want to try a new soundboard item that I've not
Oh,
not
no.
listened to, so I don't know how well it's going to go.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Uh oh.
Stay fresh cheese bags.
Yes.
Is this the same one that
State of the
Johnny
art.
Five?
I love that meme.
It scared the Mortity Steady right out of me.
Get some more of that.
What voice is that?
That
That
sounds like
is
Tefbot.
so. No, voice mod, the software I use to change my voice and for my soundboard. They updated and added text to speech, and I didn't notice that until we were getting ready for the show. So I chose a voice and typed in some text, and I just saved it to the soundboard and figured I'd find a time to test it live, and that's how we got.
Stay fresh cheese bags.
That's like the story of this show. We've never done this before. Let's wing it.
Yeah. Exactly.
I still remember the first time I mentioned a cheese on the show, and Ty went, "What the hell's happening to my show?" And it's never been the same.
You notice I left shortly after that.
Lactose intolerant.
It's a me.
Oh.
It's a jig.
But yes, I've been playing Baldur's Gate, and similar to Ty, I am not happy with. I feel like I know I said I romanced Shadowheart. That is about the only thing that's gone right in my whole playthrough. Everything else just feels like a disaster that just keeps getting worse and worse, no matter what I choose. So that's how my playthroughs go.
Hey, can I jump in here and ask you guys, what are your feelings on save scumming?
I
don't
hate it,
care. Oh, it's fine.
but I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. I mean, I don't do it, but I don't.
Yeah, I do
Those
the
are my
hell out of
opinions.
it.
Yeah.
I'm basically saving every step, and at this point,
Well, and how did you not just back up from destroying that village? You beast, you did it on purpose.
Because so here, again, I don't want to give away spoilers, but because it wasn't just that one decision, there was a series of things. I'm basically going to have to go back about 3 levels, the nearest I can trace it back to this one decision I made that set everything else into effect. Where now there's a village that's basically on holy fire because of the decision I made. Poor children.
Oh my god, I can't wait to do another playthrough. What are you playing as, Ty?
So, I'm a great big Dragonborn dude, so I love Dragonborn. Is my race.
Cool.
I will always be a Dragonborn, but
Basroda.
I have a my main one is a fighter rogue, and I have one that's a sorcerer fighter, and I have another one that's a ranger. I don't know if you guys know this about D&D, but the ranger class in 5th edition is kind of underpowered. Like it kind of feels like they should have done a couple other things. It feels like it feels a little weak. And that's the one that's probably furthest behind. Then I just have a straight up sorcerer, which I'm trying to play evil, like do all the most evil things, and you can do some really jacked up things if you play as the Dark Urge and choose to do evil things.
The Dark Urge. Oh man, yeah, God, that's another one I do. I'm playing as a Drow sorcerer for my first playthrough, but he's been mostly kind of like good, just kind of maybe a little bit of an asshole, sometimes. But like, I'm looking forward to doing another character because I really want to play a warlock or a paladin.
Are we really back on Baldur's Gate?
I wasn't going to say anything, but yes.
Yeah.
This surprises you. Why?
Well, I wanted to. Well, first of all, if you look at the bingo card where under the space that references me, it shouldn't surprise you.
Was there a bingo card? I didn't get mine.
Yeah, the bingo card says that Teflon mentions D&D for some reason.
For some reason.
That's my space in the bingo card.
Where the hell
All
was this bingo card?
I think
That was my
Audacious
doing.
made him.
Yep.
Yeah,
Never liked that guy.
we discussed it on the show.
I don't either.
We need to update that bingo card with a couple of more things.
Yeah, it's a little out of
the-
date by now, isn't it?
Randomize the squares so there's a whole bunch of different ones, and then just send them out there.
Yeah, there's a lot more fodder for the bingo. I should update that.
Motor T steady.
It doesn't even mention Motor T
square in
Steve
the
by
middle.
now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ah.
Stay fresh cheese bags.
Yeah.
That's too much.
I shouldn't love that as much as I do.
And then it just needs one generic square that says one of the staff mentions what other video games they're playing.
Cha-ching.
Well, I'm also still tinkering with emulation on my Steam Deck, and I'm still really enjoying that, and I'm learning a lot. And I might buy a Retroid Pocket 2S.
That's what's up.
Was mad at me.
Yeah, I'm looking at a
Just-
Retroid too.
I either want that or I want to get an Anbernic RG353V because it has like the shape of a Game Boy, but it's got sticks and back triggers and things like that that you can use. And it's got the whole set of buttons you would need for other systems, but it's got that classic like Game Boy shape. And it looks really neat. My son really wants one of those. But I'm thinking about getting the Retroid Pocket 2S because I was watching this YouTube channel, and they mentioned it was a great starter for retro handhelds. The YouTube channel is called Retro Game Core.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that
if
guy's
you
the
ever
best.
checked it, yeah, there's so many things on there on that YouTube channel. You should check it out if you're interested in this stuff. This is like one of my new hobbies now is emulation and getting these handhelds.
Real
Because I
quick,
just want so much.
Should Nintendo be listening? Any game that we put a ROM on, we do have the cart. So
Yes.
we definitely have the cart.
That's right.
Yep.
Yes, I own.
That's
all the
how I
cards.
get my ROMs. Is I ripped them off the cart myself.
Exactly. I got a little thing and I did a thing. So yeah.
Yep.
Kind of magic.
But it's
Okay.
awesome, and I love doing it. Who's next, Chig?
Oh shit! I didn't know you were done talking already.
Oh, hold on.
Um,
I'll give Trax one since he really likes the one thing.
What do I like?
God damn these electric sex.
Oh yeah, I like electric sex pants.
No, it's a fucking urban myth, like ghosts or large penises.
I see. Wow.
No.
God.
Stuff, just to update, stuff's really heated up here at Hans Intuition. I've officially been destroyed once Chig turned up and actually shot actual guns at me. Although my carrier made it pretty difficult because it was shooting down a lot of his Packhound ordnance.
Yeah, and then once I blew you up, they fucking blew me up. So it's all
Yeah,
good.
you take a ship out and they start doing something about it.
Yeah, your carrier
blow up the
avenged
guy-
you.
Yeah.
Next
You
thing
blow
you
up the
know,
guy who signs the paychecks, they get upset.
Yeah.
Now I'm trying to finish off Volt's T7.
What's
Riveting.
what's the plan for this cruise? Y'all gonna keep doing it? Y'all have any plans to change up format?
This will probably be the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this is a good one to end on. We're
Yeah.
just
been a good run.
You know what? This one's fun. Let's not try to top it.
No, this tonight's show is actually everybody who showed up here that isn't Chig, Trax, Ty, Nurgle, Hate, or Data has to do the show going forward now. Fuck you guys.
We bequeath it to you.
for free.
I'll
on the curve.
happily take over. Okay.
Oh, here, but I'm
Okay,
just
so
gonna
just-
There
talk.
you go.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
just
just
gonna
gonna
step
talk-
away for a few minutes. I'll do the show when I come back.
That'll be the show each week. Adaxius does the introduction. Oh, guys, I got to step away. Hour and a half of silence, and then the guitar music starts.
Hey, dead air is
Well,
still airtime.
Hey,
It would be in theme for him.
So on brand.
if you give the keys to me, don't be surprised when when it turns into something about New Japan Pro Wrestling.
We
You can
would
go
not
hang
be,
out with Diva
sir.
Looter for that, though.
Yeah, we already had our wrestling podcast guy.
We do have people in here that aren't normal hosts, right? I'm seeing that.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So what do y'all want to see changed about the show? Is what I would ask.
Well, once it comes out, we're probably gonna have to start covering Starfield.
Fuck Starfield.
I
No,
was
I
going
don't have
to
to
ask if
cover
we were
anything.
going. I was going to
Yeah.
ask if we wanted to cover Starfield because I know a lot of
If-
people in our community is really looking forward
Just
to
like
playing
with
it.
anything else, if anybody wants to play it, then yeah, talk about it.
We'll keep it really.
Apparently, we
light.
covered
We
Baldur's
won't talk
Gate
about
now.
it a lot. Yeah, we
Yeah.
well, that's what I was going to say. We'll only cover it as much as we've covered Baldur's Gate, I think. So
Which is like
hardly at all.
50% of the minutes we've been on the air.
Don't judge,
Well,
man.
I wasn't judging.
I-
It's just a fact.
Well, facts
Well, maybe-
can be
change-
judgmental.
Is that
I think
I just-
going forward, I think going forward that our Elite Dangerous podcast should have some Elite Dangerous content.
You want to try that?
Sounds like a
I was-
solid plan.
Why
was
start
gonna
now?
That's a novel
try that, yes.
concept.
Yep.
Yeah, the only problem with that theory is that the developers actually have to do something with the game. So
Oh shit.
no.
I mean, they have been.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
man.
There have been.
I keep
I'm not
going
sure
back.
exactly what it
There's
is.
a lot going on. I could
Yeah.
talk for an hour solid right now about what's going on in the game,
Yeah.
for better or worse.
There's our new fault.
Yeah,
I
it is-
don't play the game.
It's not.
And your name
Yeah,
is
it
Elite.
is far from
Yeah.
retired, I believe.
What'd you say,
Let me
Boomtron?
say this. I am all for covering other games during our show and stuff, but you get dangerous when you get off brand because people come to this show to hear about Elite Dangerous. They listen to our shenanigans and stuff, but we got to keep, this
This
show.
episode is definitely heavy with shenanigans.
Well, a vast majority of them tend to be as of late because there isn't as much to talk about in the show. But the most popular shows we have are the ones where we talk about the show, talk about the game more. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
why,
Ty's also right, though. It is kind of a generational moment in video games. So
yes,
obviously some Baldur's Gate talk is welcome because that's, what we do. But
yeah. But there's
Well, also, this is
there's
also an
one thing-
anniversary show,
Yeah,
not like a regular episode.
exactly. But what I'd mentioned on getting into other games is, there was another popular Elite Dangerous podcast that branched out into covering like a whole bunch of space games, and
was
you
there?
saw where that went.
Yeah.
You got to
Was
keep
it?
yourself kind of focused.
Was that popular?
Audaxius, do you think it was popular?
Guys.
Yeah.
Guys.
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 Oh, okay. I'll put the shovel down.
Yeah.
Well,
I play the game every week, and I still love it, and I can talk about it every week.
Yeah. Well, when you show
the
up,
one
Jesus.
and yeah, dude, I'll hold. I mean, if I'm not talking about it, I'm holding an instance.
I'm gonna try to make more time for it.
And
Yeah,
Kids are getting ready to go back to
that
school,
There's
and
a
things will start slowing down.
I think there's a lull in development. There's a lull in like the cross chatter, and I'm holding out hope that they've stretched out the war, giving the few developers they have enough time to deliver whatever this big finale, whatever this big crescendo is. And I've always hated thinking about the game from the meta standpoint of like, oh, what's its stance at Frontier? What's the man hours? I'm like, dude, I don't want to do that. Like, I want to just be in the game, play the game. But I'm in it enough now that that's definitely on the radar. So I think they can't have the lull go on too long because you can chart out. It's not just Steam numbers. Like you can kind of get your fingers on the pulse of the game. And after update 15 and the war broke out, like everyone's in. That first system that was invaded, that's one of my top 5 elite memories, is that first system that we all defended with Wakata Station. Top 5 memories of the game overall. And whatever is next, I don't know if that's on foot, Dargoids, whatever the hell it is, this is just crescendo building. And I'm like, guys, don't wait too long. Like, don't let the moment pass. And that's where I'm at, because I can feel that lull is not. It's not them not doing anything. It's, do they have the man hours to get this thing done fast enough? So that's kind of the not purgatory. Purgatory is bad. That's the lull that I'm in now, because I'm like I'm like optimist prime about the game. I'm never not gonna love it. I made up my mind about it. and I just have to keep that in mind because I'm a little I don't want to say like I'm hungry for content because again, there's a whole fucking galaxy. We can go fly anywhere and do whatever we want, but I am anxious for the narrative to keep pushing because that's even though that's not always strong as far as the gameplay they put with it, that's part of the inertia of the game for me. So I'm still holding out hope for it that it comes in as good.
I
Well
just want
said.
those cheese bags to stay fresh.
Yep.
Stay fresh cheese bags.
Oh my God.
All right, I see Grover Kiwi's hiding down there. He actually was on the show like pretty far back. Should we get some words from? Turn on your microphone and say something, man, from the future.
Hello. I didn't know whether this would be actually recording coming into this channel, but
It is. Yeah, I'm just running it right into OBS tonight. Keep it simple.
Big grand free for all.
I have not played Baldur's Gate or installed it.
Get out. Kick him back down there.
Get out.
I have not seen a video of it. I don't know what it looks like because I've never played any of the other Baldur's Gate games. That's what we're talking about, isn't it?
Seems like it, but get on track, buddy. How's exploring going?
Good. I'm not actually quite out of the bubble yet. I started going out last night and then decided actually before I go out, I'm going to go and visit the Michael Brooks
yes.
Tourist beacons. And so I went and visited the first one last night, and tonight I'll carry on watching them. But yeah, it was I thought I should do it before the bubble burns and they're not there anymore.
Yeah. So you're thinking the bubble's going to burn?
I have no idea. No, it's not. They're not going to do that. They would have done it by now, I think. But it's nice to go in and have a look and kind of honor the memory of someone who's kind of pivotal in the whole elite universe.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, just enjoy it as well.
They're supposed to be fantastic.
I also came across because I was looking at where to find the first one, so I came across a memorial beacon, and so I scanned it, and I couldn't believe the number of people that have had loved ones or commanders that have been memorialized in game in these beacons. Like I know we've got special ones like Evelyn's Light, and that's really special to us as a community, and but yeah, I'd never come across one of these beacons, and it's basically broken down into alphabetical order. So you get, I don't know, about 6 to 8 messages in your message list, and they just list all of the people that have been submitted to FDev to have their name put into the game. So that was kind of sobering too. To think of the time that we've been playing and the number of people that have been lost, I guess.
Yeah.
So that kind of stopped me from playing too much. So after that, I found the correct location for Michael Brooks's tourist beacons, shot to that, and I thought, okay, that's enough. But yeah, it's cool that we've achieved 4 years, which is in a lot of podcasts kind of land quite a long time. Not obviously not like Lave or the Hutton things, but in games, as far as I know, 4 years is pretty good going, and it's probably a tribute to the fact that we've had people willing to step up and carry it on when other people have stepped away. So props to Trax and Chig and Nergs and Hate and all of the people that have contributed.
Well said.
Amen.
Absolutely.
And I want to add on to Grover's sobering comments about the game with one of the other things about this game that I am forever thankful for is, in addition to the serious part of it, this game provides me with sentences like this one that showed up in my inbox which are diamond frogs are currently involved in a war with space poultry.
What?
I love everything about that
Which-
sentence.
which is just so unbelievably deliciously funny. And that's what this game provides. Diamond frogs are currently involved in a war with space poultry.
Are those two player factions? Is that I'm
Yes,
trying
they
to get to
are.
the bottom of this. Okay,
are.
hey, all right.
That's,
Great job, you two.
that's just fantastic.
You know what's really funny is I have a race of imperialist, militaristic, feudal space chickens in Stellaris.
Mm.
And I just thought that tied in together nicely. I thought it was funny. And, they're not all going to be winners, guys.
Yep.
Yeah, great.
That's right.
Yeah, huh?
But it reminds me, the other day I was flying around and saw Commander Noam Chomsky getting beaten up outside one of the stations.
Wow.
And those names that pop up every now and again.
Yep.
But yeah, other than that, I've joined the Nurgle Club and turned 50 last week.
Brilliant.
Went away, so I kind of stepped away from Elite had to enforced kind of vacation. But yeah, back now, and although I'm supposed to be working right now, it's the middle of my work day. But who says
You're networking. You're networking.
That's right. Right, next.
Next.
Oh, next. It's probably somebody like Bloomingwind, and he's not here. Then you got Boob. He came on right around that same time.
Hey, everybody.
That's Indigo. We just call him Boob.
That's because
Long
of
story,
the.
not a very exciting one.
That's because of the console PC transfers.
Yes.
I assume. Yeah.
He doesn't have a hyphenated name. He has a parenthesized name. That's a word.
So I
man boobs.
Man boobs.
Okay. Anyway, I've been playing for a while. I haven't been on for a while, but have been playing fairly regularly, I guess. And I worked myself into a peculiar little situation I would never have expected, and found two completely different, unrelated use cases for a hauler within about 2 days in two completely different parts of what I'm doing in the game. I did not see it coming at all. It's tripping me out. I spent my gaming time this morning engineering a hauler.
Gross.
For one of them, I've been hanging out in this nebula. I don't know if Trax has got any updates or not, but NGC 6188 Nebula, also known as, I just discovered the Fighting Dragons of Ara, which is a pretty good name for a constellation. The constellation Ara in the southern hemisphere, I guess, has some fighting dragons in the middle of it, and it's this incredible looking nebula. And that's where the whole consortium thing is. And so in absence of any grand story related business coming from all that work, I did kind of discover that it's a pretty sweet little glamping destination. There's a bunch of fun stuff to do. None of it is really optimized like going to the crystal shards, but if you want, you can, shoot up or mine at Hazres or a compromised nav beacon, or raid any number of brown settlements in an anarchy system, so you can take whatever you want. There are a whole bunch of densely packed systems in the area around there that have either not been touched, or if they've been touched, it was before ExoBio was valuable, so nobody's done footfalls on any of them. So you can do 1 or 2 jumps away from the system and come back with 400 or 500 million credits worth of ExoBio. It's a glamping spot because there is no shipyard and there's no outfitting. So if you can't bring your own fleet carrier or visit one that a friend has, you really have to drive your camper because there aren't even outhouses. I guess there are outhouses. And you can get fuel, so if you drive yourself in your Volkswagen bus, you can have all the fun you want. But you can't change ships and you can't do anything with outfitting unless you've got a portable garage with you. So I kind of discovered exploration, or at least ExoBio out there, and have been doing a bunch of it. And in the process of that, figured out that the game has gotten so much faster at transitions that it's now perfectly acceptable to fly around in your ship, land, disembark, do your scan, get back in the ship, fly until you see the next plant that you're looking for. As opposed to getting into the SRV, driving around, waiting for it to come back. So I was checking which small ships worked to fly almost like with FA off, it feels like a hot air balloon kind of. You're just floating in a direction, you can change directions and looking down. And for a variety of reasons, I ended up discovering that the hauler is pretty sweet for that because it's got a low undercarriage you're close to, so you don't drag the ship or bump into rocks or hillocks or things like that. And it works great. It flies just the way I want it to. The big breakthrough was the engineered enhanced performance thrusters on the hauler, which makes it fly really nicely. It goes almost 700 meters a second at a pretty sustained boost.
There you go.
So it's a cool little ship. It's got 2 size 3 slots, so you can do a fuel scoop and a FSD booster. And anyway, one of the reasons has turned out to be ExoBio without an SRV and my little flying golf cart hauler. The other one, completely unrelated, is Buckyball, because the current race, which starts next weekend, the infamous Perico Challenge, all takes place in the same system. So there is no FSD component. I don't know if anybody is familiar with the system. It's a very peculiar one where there's like a comet or something that has a bunch of stations around it. There's either one planet or no planets in the system. It's a weird spot. But the race involves going through a series of 6 stations and installations, stations and outposts, landing and taking off in all of them as a lap, and doing as many of those as you can do in 20 minutes. So it's all super cruise and then landing quickly in station. And the Viper and Eagle are still pretty twitchy for me. There are people who can really make them dance, but so I was looking for something that was fast and nimble in a way that like a Vulture or a Asp Scout is, evenly balanced like a Chieftain. And the hauler flies well like that. So it's heavy enough for my skills, so I don't go flying off the pad trying to land a Viper Mark III in a hurry. And I can tank it up a little bit so I can crash into a pad at 400 without breaking the whole thing. So that's my tale of 2 haulers. It's been kind of fun. Other than that, I also spent some time distributing cargo pods and escape pods and doing some target practice on sites.
Oh,
with a new Challenger. So that's been fun.
The
All kinds
Challenger
of stuff going
rules.
on. It's a nice ship. I was expecting it to feel logy. It looks bigger. It's got extra guns.
Yeah.
And other than having a little bit less flat out speed, it feels like a Chieftain.
Yeah, so fly it for a while and then go back to the Chieftain. You'll be like, oh,
nice. I'll bet.
Now you understand the choice you're making, because the firepower difference is admirable, but it does. Right. You hop back into a Chieftain, and it's like, oh boy, you feel light on your feet.
I had kind of the same experience when I started a couple of weeks ago tooling back up for AX stuff, since we've discovered it's not as broken as we thought it was.
Right.
Getting into my old AX Phantom after doing everything in a Mark II for the better part of a year. And it felt like being on a 10-speed or something. It was quick and nimble, and I missed having one extra big gun, but...
Right.
Yeah.
Phantom for life.
Unless you're in a hauler, apparently. Who knew, right? Small ships.
Yeah.
Somebody on the Buckyball Discord was speculating that it was some kind of cosmic humor that the Sidewinder, if it's engineered, turns out to be one of the more fun ships to fly in the game, and that a couple of the very first ships that everybody gets and strolls right past still have a lot of good flying experiences to offer.
Yeah.
At that speed, you should just kit out that hauler to take on Glaives.
With one,
here we go.
With one
right?
Hauler
gun,
squad.
yeah.
We should just try to gang kill them.
I mean, their speed got
would
capped,
be
right?
fine.
Is there confirmation on that? Are they still
Oh, yeah.
9,000 meters a
I
second?
think that's
No,
pretty
hold on.
confirmed.
Yeah, they're no longer asymptotic in their
There
velocity.
you go. Goss that baby up, bro.
Well, I would
Whoa.
say, haulers are known for having a big ass. Maybe we should call it, instead of the hauler squad, it could be the twerk team.
No, no. Vetoing that one right now.
Oh god. The
More
size
truth.
one hard point is what's going to kill this, though, because you get
Oh,
reduced
Convergence is great,
penetration and
though.
everything. The
Thank
convergence
God.
is outstanding, but you get the reduced penetration on the size one. Is rough.
100%, 0 degrees of convergence on that baby. Everything is straight as an arrow,
Convergence is like a laser.
like a laser. Come on, twerk.
Wow.
Just give
All right,
everybody
who
a Healy
hasn't
beam, and
talked?
it would be like a Shriner set of circus cars
We should
flying
have
around.
like we got a Volt in here, an Oblivious, a Bondo, Clickbait. There's a bunch of people who hasn't talked yet. Who do we want to? Who wants to say
Let's
something?
do this. When did you join the Loose Screws community? What was your Loose Screws community story? Somebody volunteer. Somebody be the first sacrifice. I meant from the people who haven't talked yet, you dildo.
Never mind. I'm gonna go. I'll be back in a bit.
Just hold the instance.
All right, let's see. I see some muted microphones. Clickbait, you are not muted. Do you want to tell us how you found this
I'm not
community?
going to
your
make anybody
memory,
talk, but
whatever.
you know.
I'm making people now.
All
Fuck
right.
them. Talk, bitch.
I'm here, all right? Jeez.
All right.
All right.
So actually, I had started listening to the podcast because I was trying to find an Elite Dangerous podcast like a year ago, and I found the Loose Screws podcast.
Sorry.
And I've been listening to you guys for like quite a while because I usually get like game info or tips or stuff, and then I
May 9th.
just recently this year was like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna join that. I'm gonna join that faction now.
Nice.
And here I am.
One of us.
And the
Well,
game's
what's your
better
best
once you
Elite
play with
Dangerous
friends,
memory?
right?
Yes, it's 100% better because I haven't really been in many squadrons. I think I joined like one or two others smaller, and they've only had like maybe 4 or 5 people tops. Those usually fall apart pretty quickly.
Yeah, best game loop in the game is playing with your friends.
Heck yeah.
Perfect. How about I see Bondo. Bondo's been around a long time.
He's
Microphone
always
coming off
he's
or
always
not?
sticking
There he
with
goes.
us.
There he goes.
Yeah,
That was an
I'm
adhesive
around.
joke.
Bondo.
Wow.
Right? Right? Yeah.
That was good.
I don't know. I joined probably a year ago. Well, wait, a year and a half ago now. And I started listening to the podcast with episode 1. And I'm not sure what happened, but somewhere along the line, it was like, what was his name? Kai. And then the next episode was like Chig and Trax and all you guys. I don't know if I missed a few in there somewhere, but
There's been
There's, like,
many
no
transitions.
I don't know if I skipped like 13 episodes or something. But
Eh.
anyway, yeah, I've been hanging around ever since.
January
been around a long
27th,
time.
22.
Favorite part, my favorite thing so far has been the bronze medal thing.
Oops.
The
Oops.
Operation
Pretty solid.
Oops All Gold.
Oops, all gold, baby.
I still love calling it the bronze medal.
I don't remember bronze nothing. I remember gold.
I was gonna say I know we're talking to the people that didn't get a chance to talk, but that's my favorite memory too. That
Yeah.
last night of the
Especially
season.
the last night, but the whole entire thing was awesome.
Yeah.
To be fair, it was Operation Bronze Medal. We just failed up.
Right.
Yes.
by
Failed
the value of
successfully?
a single Cyclops. Remember that.
That's right. Yes. I mean,
That is
all right. That's an approved soundbite.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cashed in I think 44 billion in bonds for that effort.
I was
it's insane.
33. I think I was in the high 33 billions. And I know
Yeah, I think I had about 24.
we were like the two single biggest, but there was so many people contributing An unbelievable performance. Ah, it's all
Yep.
flooding back to me now.
Oh man,
amazing.
Bork
I
brought in
know.
a lot.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I wonder he might have put up more than me. I have no idea.
Maybe.
The guy was just nonstop.
A
Anyway,
machine.
yeah.
Yeah, and then we doubled up. Pledged somebody and doubled up.
Yep.
That was
Yeah.
kind of neat too. Yeah, that whole thing was pretty awesome.
Bloody great.
But right now I'm on my way to Beagle Point, and
Ooh.
it's I'm gonna have to just go out there and come back because there's just too much stuff going on at the bubble.
It's too busy here. I gotta go where it's quiet.
Need a break from the bubble. Yeah.
It's the Beagle Point. There's like 20 other people there. What the hell?
Gets shot down by some very,
Shot
very
down.
dedicated ganker.
Next
But,
Galnet report is going to have a Thargoid interdiction out there. There could be 50 carriers going across the.
No one has any. It's all explorers. No one has any weapons, but one guy has a class 1 pulse laser and is just cleaning house.
He's like, yep.
No one can shoot back.
In the world with no guns.
The one class 1 pulse laser reigns king.
Yeah.
I feel you on that.
I don't
That's
know.
like
I might take my chance ramming against a class 1 pulse laser.
Yes.
Oh, and that's probably like my third memory is that night we ended up just smashing things.
Like what we're doing right now.
Size
on Han's
5 hardpoint
Intuition.
night.
Yes.
Oh
Impromptu.
yeah. That's well because
We went out there and then everyone ran out of ammo and we just started remming everything.
It wasn't even an event. That's right. There was like 4 of us. It wasn't even an event. We
was
were
impromptu.
has-resing, and I think I didn't want to go back for ammo for some reason.
Yeah, you started it.
Yeah.
And then
Rather
just
than reload, you decided to start ramming.
I thought I'll just start ramming people, and we just kept killing clippers. I don't know what to do. Like they don't even win when we can't
They're
shoot.
Asking for it.
One more. Oh
Yeah.
god, that was fun.
Fantastic.
All right, I'm done.
All right.
That's all I got.
I
For quote
see.
tight, that's all I got.
Oblivious?
I see Oblivious and Volt. Who wants to talk about themselves?
Oblivious is ready.
All right.
Let's see. I joined about a year.
4/24/22.
Look at this guy.
Yeah.
Looking up the stats.
He's on it.
I found it listening to Lave and decided I want to give the Discord a try. It's the first time I ever used the Discord as well, and join up and got deluged with these, hey, tell us about yourself, welcome, and this guy by the name of the Bard gives me this weird bunny sitting on the toilet invite, and I'm going, oh my god, what have I done?
We've all got that.
That sounds very on brand. To
Yep.
be fair.
Yeah.
What is the toilet sitting on the bunny? I got to see this.
It's
It's-
the rabbit that's
Yeah,
sitting
it's
on
a
the toilet.
GIF. Yeah.
Slides
Oh my
over
God.
and welcomes you in.
Somebody's
He
got to
uses
be
it
able
for
to
a lot
find
of
that.
new people.
Yeah, somebody throw that in
It's
the
all over
chat.
the Discord.
You're one of us.
I know.
Hold on, I can do it. Oh, there it is. Somebody's
Oh,
shit.
yeah. Okay.
We
I
got
it.
sound
I'm
effects
imagining
now.
I imagine it in cartoon mode for some reason. God.
Wait, who's shooting
No,
me
it's,
in a?
it's
Oh, it's
creepy or
Audacious.
not.
I went from that invite and got involved in the BGS, and I've been working on Calarum ever since. Freaking Calarum.
Yeah, the people of
You
Kalarum
were
salute
warned.
you.
It's all Teflon's fault.
That's it.
It kind of is.
Yep, that's correct.
All because one freaking port is named Darkport. We like the name. That's why we're so obsessed with that fucking
Why do
system.
we do anything? Come on.
Good point.
We don't need excuses.
Good point. What's your favorite thing you've ever done in the game, Oblivious? Best memory.
Best memory. I'd heard so much about the Thargoids and being interdicted by the Thargoids, and
Oh, hold on.
Whoa, he turned
Oblivious.
into Tefbot.
You became a robot.
This is Salvation's moment of
This
reemergence.
is Salvation has finally regained
Live on the
consciousness.
podcast.
Try it again,
I'm
Oblivious.
back, bitches.
Okay, you may need to disconnect
okay.
and reconnect. We'll bring you back in. Discord does that sometimes with certain devices.
That got wackadoodle-doo.
Yeah, the old Discord robot. I haven't heard that in a while. That's what it sounds like to me.
All right, I'm just invited him back in.
All right, let's try that.
Using Nurgle's internet.
There we go.
There we go.
Back.
Yeah, Nurgle's internet. Good call.
Yeah, please don't. I don't recommend that to anybody.
So yeah, my favorite memory was the first time I got interdicted by the Thargoids. They ripped me out of witch space and went through all the theatrics of that. And as soon as I came out of witch space, I crashed the desktop. So
Oh no.
premium memory.
They interdicted you out of the
TFG.
game.
At least I survived it.
Nice.
At that
Nice.
point, can we even call it an interdiction anymore? Because they interdicted him right to desktop.
They excised his soul from his body in game.
It's
All right, now I got to bring in Volt because he's
Volt's
shooting
the
me.
only one. Yeah, that'll help. And Audaxius, what are the mods on your Vulture's guns?
I've got rapid fire phasing, and focused multi servos.
I think.
Are you impressed?
Well, no, I'm seeing this graphic, this like swirl motion that goes when you hit
Yeah,
a shield.
that's
That's got to
phasing.
be the phasing. Yeah, I've just not
Phasing,
seen that
yeah.
before. I guess I haven't used phasing
Mhm.
since Odyssey.
Yeah, I'm old school.
Anyway, is Volt's here? Volt.
Hi. I don't remember when I joined, to be honest.
October
bet he does.
21st, 2020.
I bet you
2020,
those numbers
full time.
exist.
no,
That was-
no Volt. It was in the middle of exams.
Yeah.
No, Volt was in high school, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was. I was in the middle of doing my final project for vocational school. Yeah, that was.
Told ya.
That was. I got distracted and I ended up here. I
Sad.
have to say my. I'd have to say my favorite memory from playing this game is just throwing the Type 7 into unconventional locations like AX and deep space exploring, like taking one to Beagle, killing interceptors with one, just throwing them at the wall and making builds stick. That's my
That's your
fun.
move, huh?
Just
Only-
anything Type 7.
Only Commander Volt would analyze a situation with the, oh look, it's a giant hostile alien species invading our galaxy. Where's my cargo ship?
Where's the most
You talk about this on
specialized
date-
ship in the game?
Talk about this on dates,
Let's
don't
see what
you?
you think of this box.
Yeah,
I just looked at my message log, and within my first 4 messages on the server, one of them mentioned a Type 7.
He's enamored with it from the beginning.
It was fate.
It's a sickness.
I will say though,
Who makes the Type 7?
Lakon.
So they have a restraining order against you by this point, or?
Oh yeah, I'm not allowed in.
No,
the
he has an
Lakon
affiliate
system.
code.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
whale.
It's a what?
He's practically a spokes.
They send
But,
him bottles of champagne every year.
Yeah, he showed up on the ship lot, and it's like
He's an
I mean,
influencer.
introduce me to
I
right
like
here.
it. I mean, they've got Volt on a commercial saying, I like it so much I bought the company.
But it's been nice having a squadron to play with all these years. It's fun hanging out with you guys every time, and getting to, have systems to work in, no matter what. Even when
It's nice to have
combat-
someone else who likes Stellaris.
True. The most crazy part was remember when Kama just went absolutely nuts from the massacre missions?
Yes.
And it
We're not
just-
gonna talk about that. We're really not gonna talk about that.
It did. Nurgle has trauma.
That was that
It's not a
YouTube
healthy
effect.
memory.
Yeah.
It's not a
No.
healthy memory.
No. That was great though. It,
Good time.
Good
I'm
times.
I'm gonna
Oh.
give my favorite Loose Screws memory. I'm gonna
Okay.
talk twice. Forgive me. And this is
Never.
legit. Yeah, this is a little chintzy, a little cheesy, but it is cheesy.
Bingo.
Just to express genuine appreciation about this, because I know that I'm a knucklehead in chat and people probably think I'm half crazy, but I swear I'm not. I'm a regular dude. I've been playing this game for like 4 years, and post Odyssey release, I was one of the dumb knuckleheads that thought like that's it. They ruined the game, got totally disenfranchised, quit playing. And I remember even like dramatically leaving the Elite subreddit, thinking it was like this symbolic gesture.
Oh, everybody
And-
remembers that because it made such a big impact.
Oh,
Guys, nobody tell him I'm making fun of him.
this I'm gonna show you Frontier. And ran to Star Citizen, ran screaming back to Elite, but I wasn't gonna stick in the game unless I had folks to play it with, because that's always been the glue of the game. Like that's always been the ignored factor, is the people that you play with. The sandbox is there, like they're what makes fun. And I don't remember, God, I think like the YouTube algorithm spit me the podcast, and I thought like, Jesus, there's another podcast for this game? Like how many people out there are doing this? And it was an episode about, oh my God, what silly crap are you guys talking about? I forget. But it was so off the wall and bizarre, and there was like a robot. It was one of the Tim Hedian Express episodes, and I thought like, what the hell are these guys? Is this real life? Am I dreaming? Is this? Am I like dreaming about what the weirdness like my brain can come up with as a video game? I'm like, no, this is very real. These dudes are real. And I popped in, and lo and behold, it's even weirder in the Discord than on the show. And I'm not gonna lie, guys. It saved the game for me, and this is my forever game, because if you find a family to sit with at the table with this game, it'll last forever. So I found it, and I'm in it, and I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad for you all. So
I'll be the first to apologize.
And you've started 2 memes.
And
2
you guys,
memes.
yeah, I
2.
I'm playing my part. Yeah, I love it, and I appreciate you guys. So yeah,
thank you.
It's cheesy, but it's legit.
Stay fresh cheese bags.
Yep.
Yes, Nurgle, 2. He did Stay Fresh cheese bags because he keeps reposting it and reposting it, posting it, trying to get it to catch on.
I haven't yet begun to post that meme.
And then he ran away with Motor T Stete.
Oh,
Dude, I went on a wild tear that day. It could have been some AI image that just floated off into the distance, but I was like, it just got in my head, like,
You
what is
anchored it.
this name? And like, how does the AI do this? It knows it's a word and it can pick letters, but it can't pick the right one. So it's like, what the fuck is Mortardy State? And I ran that shit like I was in a marathon.
Bro,
It
you
is
should
whatever
see.
you want it to be.
You should see all the Monster Coffee AI generated images that I have got. Bro,
no.
I'm telling you, you would be in
Mortardy
hog
State,
heaven.
Drink it or else.
Well,
Well,
I
did
don't
you
know.
guys?
I was
mean,
pretty sure you were day drinking the day that you went off on that one. But you just
Oh,
wouldn't
no.
stop
If
with
you
it.
met me in real life, you'd know whether I have a drink in my hand or it's just me. I'm always at that speed.
Yeah,
When I
you
saw
threw it
that
against the
meme-
wall enough times, it stuck for permanency. I think.
Yeah.
When I saw that in the general chat, I was so confused. I'm like, how did this even start? 'Cause
Oh,
it just appeared.
we don't need reasons.
No,
Not in this
we really
Discord.
don't.
No, we don't.
It started when Teflon got a Mid-Journey subscription.
And that was it.
It started when he mid-journeyed Monster Coffee and mid-journey spat out Mortar T Steady.
Yep, that's what happened. That's what happened because in general chat, Hate was talking about how he finished a Monster Coffee, and Trax posted, "What's a Monster Coffee?" And so I
I
put
was
it into
thinking, like-
Mid-Journey, and it spit out the Motor T Stete image, and then it just
It
went
was
on
all
from there.
over.
Is it? It was destiny. And
All
4 years from
downhill
now,
from there.
4 years from now, Midjourney and Chat GPT are going to be good enough. We can just auto-generate the podcast.
I do have a
keep saying
text file of
Trax has
all the
enough
Muddy Steady originals ready to train a large language model. So one of these days we'll pop a little Muddy Steady chatbot into its own channel in the Discord.
Every time a
See what it
new
comes up
AI,
to.
every time a new AI comes along and needs new training, we've got the source material there to keep it to keep it fresh. You know,
Keep it fresh.
Yeah.
Drink more to be steady.
The
Or
best part
else-
of waking up from my sleep pod is motor tistete.
Flip that. We got a radio ad coming up.
exactly.
Engineers all over the place going, we've got anomalies all over.
I'll tell you.
You
what,
ever see the motor de-steady
Oh.
thing, Ty? I just,
Oh, Ty definitely doesn't know what's going on. Is he still
He's
here?
stroked out.
He's like,
He's asleep.
I'll blame him.
Playing Baldur's Gate. Yeah.
so Ty, Motor T Stete is a rare magic item. It causes, it causes
it
extreme
reincarnates entire
alertness.
villages.
It gives you an extra bonus action every turn.
Yep.
Actually, Arf, if you're listening, we need that as our rare commodity.
That's right. Well, you owe us.
Along with the
You
Type
owe us
7 ship
You
kit.
do owe us.
You owe us a rare commodity.
We get a Witch Space News once a month. We're on this. We're doing this every week. They owe us.
Okay, idea for a Type 7 ship kit. Make it look like any other ship.
How about this? How about this? It's got a bunch of panels on it, and it looks like a Phantom.
That perfect.
And then,
Love it.
and then, but
Anaconda.
the thing that's unique about this ship kit though is you can just eject it off the ship at any time, and it's basically like anytime someone disguises themselves in the Expanse.
Surprise!
Surprise! It was a Type 7 the whole time, and the enemy are like, so is this better? I don't. What?
It's worse.
And then they're so confused, you kill her.
I'm less scared now.
It's like, oh wait, I feel like
It's worse.
I feel
It's
like I
much
can
worse.
handle this.
Yeah, I have a
This
sudden
guy's
burst
dumber
of
than
confidence.
This guy's dumber than we thought.
But then they see that your coffee cup is filled with Mater Stete, and they think twice about
Oh,
everything.
God.
All
This
preconceived
guy's
notions
between
are out the
cannot.
window.
They clearly came from Screw Space.
Okay, so everybody, we've been recording for like an hour and a half, and we haven't gotten to this week's episode of the Tinhadium Express yet.
Fire
So,
out.
Yeah,
It's-
fire that off.
It's time. It is time. Let me get.
I'm muting.
Hopefully, my volume will be somewhat reasonable here. So enjoy.
On the board, the Tinhadium Express!
Where am I? Why is it so dark in here? What's going on? Hello.
I told you I still had you under contract.
I think I just shit myself.
We'll worry about that later.
How did you find me?
Let's get started. August 14th. Distant Thargoid encounter raises questions. A hyperdiction occurred far and away from civilization.
How did I end up here?
Nobody breaks the law on my watch.
August 15th. Alien abduction evidence increases. More stories about loved ones not answering calls.
He's
Why
climbing
has
in
God
your
forsaken
windows.
me?
He's snatching your people up.
Will you shut up?
Okay.
Thank you. August 17th. Ancient alien battleground discovered. Supposed battle site discovered near distant hyperdiction location.
For a few seconds, this place was Armageddon. There was a firefight!
And on August 18th, Duval's rally around Imperial Mother. The Imperial family wants to mend their differences.
Pathetic.
That's all I have for you this week. Have fun out there. Okay, robot. I think it's time we reevaluated that contract of yours.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Those are funny as always.
Got an extra theme song in there.
That guy. Don't know what's wrong with him.
So
think
here's
they're
what
gonna
I've
make
picked up though. The robot apparently is the one who plays the interstitial reactions.
Those were words.
Okay, never mind. I was trying to understand the plot.
There's a
There's
plot.
lore. There's lore.
No, there's a lot of lore.
It's your mistake. You're trying to understand it.
Okay. I'm sorry. Carry on.
Just ride the ride, man. Just ride the ride.
I'm back.
Right. Who's back?
Me.
Who are you?
What? Nope.
Who are you?
Okay, so this has been a very fun ride. Technically, we talked about Elite some.
We did.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
what's our title? We should talk about that before we get off this
Wasn't
time.
it
'Cause I have
something
no
about
idea
a
what's
different kind of sausage?
different kind of sausage.
Yeah, you're not going to top that.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll jot it down. What else is there to talk about this? I
Well,
mean,
we need-
has anything
Say
important
ha-
actually happened in game that we should mention?
There's the big Guardian Thargoid
There's-
battleground thing.
Yeah.
There's
yeah.
what?
They're teasing. I think they're teasing Salvation,
Yeah, they are.
which I am glad about because lesser things have been completely forgotten.
I mean, I knew he wasn't dead.
Well, the
Wasn't
screenshot
Salvation
was sitting on
Jr.
a different ship.
My position since the whole thing with Hip, whatever, and Salvation and his super weapon was they're going to wake up the Guardians and we're going to have a bigger problem. So I feel validated that they're finally going that route.
Well, let's hope they do,
Maybe.
because that would be awesome.
Maybe.
It
You
would
guys-
shake
you wanna
up the
do-
galaxy more than anything else to date because it would give us another enemy in the galaxy. It'd be awesome. For sure.
It would be. I would love that.
And I'm just saying, because I'm gonna say it every time, I promise. Guardians wake up with Salvation as their collective consciousness, and humans unite with the Thargoids to defeat them. Best ending ever. Just putting it out into the universe.
Mic drop.
Yep.
That would be pretty awesome.
That's what I want, and I've decided I'm willing to risk disappointment by saying it. That's how badly I think it should happen.
Is that the loop that justifies the on foot human NPCs as Thargoids? Because
I'm still not
that's
thrilled
not
with
gonna
that.
happen.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
not
thrilled
gonna
with that
thrilled with it.
prediction.
I'm just saying
if
it's
Max can be optimistic about his thing, I'm going to be optimistic and say that we are not going to get Thargoid controlled human zombies to kill. I think we're
hope to God
cattle.
you're right.
I think we're not
Yeah.
a useful weapon. I
I've
think
never wanted
they're
to be
settling
more
in for a
wrong
nice
about the
long
game,
brunch.
but I feel so strongly that we're getting zombie human.
I want that so bad.
You want the
I so
zombies?
want-
You're part of the
Yes.
problem?
So bad.
Oh my God.
I so want Trax's idea of us uniting with the Thargoids against the Guardians. I so want that to happen, but I feel this whole storyline with Thargoids taking escape capsules and taking people kind of steers us away from that as being a possibility.
Yet eating dozens of millions does get a little bit in the way of cooperation.
Well, there was the
Time to
2
get to know
genocides
me.
we committed against them.
I mean, that's true. Yeah. I mean,
So, how many
even if
genocides?
they-
We should be about
if they
even.
even if they succeed, we're still winning technically.
yeah, they only did one genocide.
So I mean, we can only get so mad, right?
That's true.
They only did one genocide. They,
I mean,
we're
yeah,
still up
it's,
by
you
one.
know, you win some, you lose some, right?
And they're still trying their one genocide, frankly. They haven't succeeded yet.
I-
So they're on like 3/4 of a genocide.
They're still
Yeah.
behaving like we're really not that much of a threat. That's the other thing too. You know, before it was sort
Yeah.
of like we were like an itchy fungus on the bottom of their foot for a while. We would sort of flare up now and then, and they would apply some cream. And then after the second genocide, we became like, an illness they'll take seriously, but they're not going to like change their day to day about it. You know what I'm saying?
How do you say preparation H in Thargoid?
Now they've discovered that the invasive species is tasty, so they're just going to be snacking on us for years to come.
They're researching.
Of your foot.
They're researching a mycoid virus. I mean, it's simple to explain why they might be capturing us. They're testing various infectious agents that they can use to mycoid us.
How does that work?
They're
What do you mean, how's that work?
No, I mean, like,
we did
functionally in game.
Were you not on Earth the last? Were you not on Earth the last time there was a disease?
Viruses work.
That's it. We're not gonna have to fight Thargoid zombified people. They're stealing us to turn them into zombies to fight the Guardians.
But the Guardians are still dead.
So they can use us to fight the Guardians.
It's the Guardians or the Guardian AI that's still
It's the
there.
Guardian AI.
The Guardian AI
It's
that
the
comes
Guardian
back.
AI.
Let's see, if we're really lucky, then all of next year is just going to be a glorified version of the outbreak mechanics in BGS as we try and cover the Thargoid plague. And look, it's brand new, except it's the same thing with a different label.
Yeah, they're
Oh, they would-
zombifying us to fight the Guardian AI, so they don't have to.
There would be some poetic justice in that, and they just add in the Thargoid War, the mechanic that outbreak systems can spread, and we need to do like medical deliveries, and it's like they're fighting back with them. Like we're giving we're giving the medicine that we gave
And
them.
the scythes are blowing up our medicine runners.
Ooh.
No, see, you
That would be
guys.
interesting.
Listen,
Come
this is
on.
how
I
it's
feel
gonna.
like your hopes are too high.
Exactly. I
Wait,
know what's
to
happening because
whom
remember
are you
this is a
talking?
dead game. This is a dead game. So what's happening is they're stealing all these people to get our attention, right?
Yeah.
And then there's going to be this super secret puzzle we got to solve, and we're all going to be like, "Oh my
It's
god,
gonna
what do
be
we
like
do?"
a chess game.
And Canon will solve it in like 2 seconds. And instead of drink your Ovaltine, the secret message will be eat your craft singles, roll credits, shut down servers. Stay fresh, cheese bags.
Uh oh, my thrusters are down. He got me.
Gotcha.
If they're listening, no, they're like shit, foiled.
Darn that chick.
Cut the check.
That's all I got.
Is
and that gave us
okay.
our cheese for the week too.
But you used that last
God.
week. You know what? Here's the people are asking
for 4 years.
what are we going to do with the podcast going forward? Now every week the cheese is craft singles. Deal with it.
We've been doing that for quite a while, dude.
Yeah, I know. But now I'm admitting it.
I was going to talk about vegan cheese this week.
Have we congratulated you on hitting triple elite yet this week?
Oh no, you guys want
How's
to
it-
issue me some well-earned congratulations?
Yeah, good
No.
job.
I'm so proud of you, buddy.
Good
Congratulations!
job. You're my rotten soldier.
So fucking stupid.
Because he's my best friend. He's my pal. He's my homeboy. My rotten soldier. He's my sweet cheese.
He's my brother soldier. It's so goddamn stupid. Oh my god, I'm in tears.
You know what I should?
Got
You know
him.
what I? You know what I could bring back on the show since it's an
no,
anniversary.
no.
No,
no.
no. I don't know what it is, but I know I don't want it. Oh god.
Oh my god.
All right, can we bury this? Is this dead?
Yep.
Well, hold on,
Dad.
hold on. We got to do movie anniversary.
Long live the podcast.
All right, what?
What movies came out 4 years ago is what we should have done.
Dazed and Confused.
Yeah, we should have.
Came out 30 years ago. This week.
Wow, good movie.
That's it. That's all. I
All
got.
right.
That's
Oh,
all you got. All right.
Okay.
That's it. What movie came out this week in 2019? Who knows how to Google?
Oh, how to Google. Is that like DuckDuckGo?
Yep.
That's what I do. Yep.
Of course you do.
Where
All
are we
right.
this week?
New
What
movies
date?
for August 2019.
This week would have been Overcomer, Burn, Brittany runs a marathon, Angel has fallen. I've heard of one of
Okay,
those.
stop. This is terrible content.
You can go
Brittany
all over
runs
the
a
world
marathon was a
and not
movie.
see nothing as bad as this right here.
Yeah, now we know why this show actually made it. There was nothing to watch in the theaters.
by a stroke of luck at the bad box office showing that week, Loose Screws becomes a thing.
What's
Oh,
the actual date for the first episode? Is it the 21st or is it the 23rd?
The 23rd.
On my podcast thing, it was the 23rd, but Wintermute was saying it was like a couple days ago.
That's a
Hmm.
that is not exactly a murderer's row of movies, is it?
No, no, that's why this show exists still.
Even when you spread
We
out to
beat
the
the
rest
box
of the week,
office.
even the rest of the week is bad.
Yeah. I don't know. The rest of that year looks pretty
Ooh,
bad.
that's not even worth talking about. That's terrible.
I can't find a good movie the rest of that year.
I mean, the best movie on that list is Angel Has Fallen, and that's not a high bar.
No. All right. This is
All
great
right.
content, guys.
Can we thanks everybody. Is anybody else got something they want to add before we just pin this?
Greetings and salutations.
There you go.
Thank you for sticking with the show for 4 years. If you've been here that long.
I think
I'm
it's
sorry,
time
Jake.
time.
I can't use that.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Embrace the chaos. That was a tie line for a little while, and he left on that note.
No, let me
Here's
leave with
back.
this one. Here we go.
Yeah, you're
fresh
working.
cheese
We can hear you.
bags.
Okay.
You have any final words for us?
I just want to say thanks for keeping things going. Once again, you guys have exceeded expectations, so I appreciate that.
Drink more to
It's all your fault.
It is your fault, Ty. And we will never, ever forgive you.
Who
I
else
won't
has
forgive
parting
you.
words? Because I'm going to start playing the music in a second.
Who else has fighting words?
Give me a FDev, give me a Type 7 chip kit, please.
Just buy a Crate Phantom and pretend.
Oh, the robot wants to talk?
Oh, boy. Let the robot
I have
talk.
some parting words.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Is he?
I forgot
All
to
right.
turn the voice off.
Wait.
All right.
He should have
my
just said
pa-
parting words.
My parting words are
Stay fresh cheese bags.
Yeah. All right.
And
Roll
someone that
credits.
comes from the
On
future,
three,
can I
everyone
say
stay
it's
by.
turned to shit?
1, 2, 3.
Bye.
bye.
Suckers.
Bye, suckers.
Love you.
Cheese bag.
Oh, no.
Thanks, everybody, for showing up. Have fun.